WXYZ editorial director Chuck Stokes is with us now, and we're happy to have you with us, Dave and Chuck, and dive right into these issues. So, uncommitted. You know, we've heard from voters, we've seen the pleas, the cries of people, the pain really behind this, and trying to send a message. What message is it?
Well, it's a real message. It's a strong message. These are individuals, many of them who voted for President Biden last time around, and now they're saying, you've turned your back on us, and we want to make sure that you don't do it again. For some of them, this means that they are going to completely abandon the Democratic ticket. For others, it's just a protest vote. It's to get the president's attention. It's to make him sit down with them and say, we need to negotiate this, that, and the other before we come back to the Democratic tent. We've seen fights like this before. Remember Jesse Jackson in 1988? He challenged the Democratic Party. Remember the fight between Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton? But in the end, after the convention, they all came on the same team, because at that point it becomes a narrow focus. It's two people, a Democrat and Republican, going up against each other. So we'll have to see how big the vote is.
Well, and the importance of your voice, and that's where there's a need to be heard for some people. Should the president expect these votes to return come November, or is this a shift?
I think he will want as many of them to come back as he can. How he deals with them will determine that. How he presents himself on the campaign trail will be a key factor in all that. And how he handles whoever his opponent is going to be, who we believe is going to be former President Trump. But Nikki Haley, you can't count her out yet. Yes, it doesn't look good for her right now across the country. If she does a decent showing in Michigan, it gives her enough momentum to go into Super Tuesday, maybe pull off an upset there, and then we'll see what's going to happen. But I'll tell you this about politicians. They can kiss and make up quicker than many couples we know when it comes to politics.
That is for sure. So let's zero in on the Republican Party as we're talking about this, Chuck, and we see Trump sweeping, the early vote. We know Nikki Haley is vowing to stay with it at least, through Super Tuesday. What is the reach here, and what do they need to do?
Well, her appeal is to moderate Republicans and also independents, and some Democrats who maybe are conservative Democrats who are disenchanted with the direction that President Biden has been going. Can she get into that middle? Because the primary is a lot different than the general election. When the general election comes, it will most likely be independent voters that sway this election to the Democrats or to Republicans. So she's got to work hard to see if she can, one, hang in there, and then if she can, make a difference.
And can they come together when it's all said and done?
That's true.
Chuck, thank you for your time. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Always.
All right, Brian.